So guys, this module is going to be amazing. This one, we're talking about self-talk. So here's our self-talk definition. Replacing old unproductive thought processes with new ones that lead to healthier, long-term well-being. So that's our definition, right? So let's talk a little bit about this. So our bodies and our minds are an amazing piece of machinery. And our bodies and our minds, it doesn't like to be wrong and doesn't like to be in danger. And so anything that we've convinced ourselves, anything that we are telling ourselves, if we've internalized it, if we hear ourselves say it, if we hear ourselves think it, then our bodies and our minds will go about finding evidence to support what we've just thought about, what we've just said. So if you say, I can't do something, your body and your mind begins looking for evidence around you to support the fact that you can't do that thing. And so often we'll come up on a project, we'll come up on something that we want to do. We come up with a problem even, right? Some obstacle, something at work. And the first thought that we think is, oh, I can't do that. Or that's too hard. Or this other person can do it better than I can. And do you know what our brain says? Okay, so we don't want to be wrong. So now let me start finding evidence that I can't do it, that it's too hard, and that somebody else can do it better than I can. Isn't that amazing? And so as we go through this self-talk exercise, that's what we want to begin replacing with new, healthier thoughts, right? That create a long-term sense of self and fulfillment in our personal lives. And so we're going to go through these questions. So I want you to stop the video and get a piece of paper and write these out. Okay, write these out because they're going to be so important for you as we move through the different modules. So first of all, let's go through these questions together, okay? Do you currently have a self-talk routine? If you do, describe it here. I know for me, in my phone, I have a product I call Notion. And in Notion, I have laid out my morning routine, my evening routine. And in there are some affirmations that I do, some self-talk, right? Because I can see when I do them, then my day goes better because I'm hearing these things. And when I haven't done it for a few days, and I've had a couple of days when I haven't done it, I could tell, right? Because my mind begins to do something differently. But when I'm doing them, it seems like I'm uplifted. My brain is finding things that help to support me. Stop the video and answer that question. Do you think your self-talk has a large part to play in your happiness and success? For me, I think my self-talk plays such a big role in so much that I do, right? Because I'm always looking for ways to improve, ways to advance in our practice, in our coaching. And so if I'm not in the process of feeding positivity and encouragement to myself, then I can easily become discouraged with all of the pressure and the stresses that I have to do. I can easily, find myself just sitting, vegging out on TV or social media. So very important for me. What do you think? Why don't you answer the question for yourself? Do you listen to self-talk materials? If you do, how do you use them? So I have, once again, in my phone, I have several things that I've outlined, several videos that I've pulled, several things that I think are uplifting and encouraging to me. And I have them on my phone saved in a certain order, in a certain app. And so I can hit any one of those at any time. So in my morning, what I do is after I've done my routine, I've done my plan for the day, I'm in the car, grab my phone, I hit one of those, I put it down, and as I'm driving, I use that as part of my daily morning routine. How do you use your videos, if you have videos? If you could change any of your old thoughts, which one would you choose? Interesting one for me because there is a podcast that I used to listen to, and it was, I thought, it was really entertainment, right? So there's this, I'm listening to it as I'm going, but there was a lot of negativity in it. And so I was absorbing that, and I was beginning to like see myself in the podcast. And it was actually a video also that they had. I listened to the podcast in the car, but I was getting so attached and so emotionally involved, right, that it was affecting how I felt. So I became anxious, and so it really didn't do well for me, right? So that's one that I had to change. So that's my answer to that question. What's your answer? What current self-talk thoughts would you like to work on first? There are so many things that we can do, but is there a particular area that you have that you find that you're having more issues with more, more concerns, an area that gives you more trouble? For me, I think just the idea that I can do it, right, is a place that I want to work on, right? That I am capable, that I have the skills, that I have the intelligence to do it. And I'm not talking about a specific thing, but sometimes I get into my head and I'm saying, well, you can't do that. Or why are you trying to do that? Why aren't you just satisfied with where you are? Okay. And you shouldn't do that. And so, as I get into that, then I find myself more easily willing to not pursue something that I'm really interested in, or something that I think would be beneficial, something that's good for the family even, or for the practice, right, for our business. And so that's one area that I think I need to work on, that self-talk, that I can do it. How about you? Yeah, go ahead and answer this question. Stop the video and get your piece of paper out and write that down so that you are filling these in as we go. Will you commit to listening to one self-talk video or podcast this week and practicing better self-talk? I think for me, yeah, I definitely would, right? Because if I can do anything that helps to propel me, to move me forward in the goals that I have for my life, the goals I have for my practice, the goals I have for my business, my coaching, and all the things around me, and even just personally, I have some health goals that I want, some weight loss goals that I want to achieve. And so anything that helps me towards that goal, I think would be beneficial. So yeah, come on, bring it, right? Bring it on. Let's listen to some videos. Let's listen to some audios. Why don't you stop the video and answer that question for yourself? For this week, 1, identify one video or podcast on self-talk and listen to it this week. Number 2, during the week, practice using positive self-talk when you find yourself in your old thought patterns. Oh, wow. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this module. I hope that you stopped and you took time to reflect and really kind of dig deeper, go a little deeper for the questions that we were asking. It is so important to begin working on our self-talk if we're going to change our mindset, if we are going to go to the next level. Remember, that's what we're doing. We're educating, we're empowering, and we're helping you to encourage yourself so that you can take charge of your life and live the life that you have always wanted. The videos are going to be coming, right, as we begin building out this toolbox as we talked about. Share this video with your family, with your friends, anybody that's in your circle, right? Bring them along with you as we move, as we build, and as we improve ourselves and move beyond where we currently are, right? So love that you were here. Make sure that you keep the notes that you did when you were walking through the questions, because those are going to be important as we move into the next sections. I would love to work with you. If you are stuck, if you know someone who is stuck, if you just need some help, need some guidance, need someone to help you break down some of those walls, contact us, Dr. Dwayne Wood. That's not me. And our website is Dwayne Wood MD, DwayneWoodMD.com. We would love to be on your team as we begin working and moving into the future. We'll see you at the next video.